Uh-oh, is my assistant leaving? You can't leave. You can't leave. Live life. What's up? What's up? Yeah, I was just doing shorts, and I figured I would just go live and show people some pews. Can I say the? I can't say the G word. I gotta say pews. What you doing, dog? What's going on? Yeah, I was actually doing some inventory along with, I figure I'd get another week ahead on shorts for the short channel. Stifler Manufacturing! Social media isn't so 1A friendly about the 2A. Amen, brother, amen. Sunshine, show your ears. Barton Fink unleashed the dogs of war. She always has this look on her face, and she'll do like the one eye brow up. You see her doing it now. What, Sunshine? Are you the star? Do I have to get a doggy holster? Do I if I get a holster for the dog? I mean, I don't know what would fit. Would a Glock 19 fit? Would that be good? I mean, or do I have to get a smaller firearm in there? Sunshine, can dogs open carry in Florida? M. Gabriel, what's up? What's up? Yeah, my dog is double tracked. She actually has an air tag and a galaxy tag. Why? Because she's an escape artist. Is the dog light bearing? Look at me! I'm the captain now! Right? Oh? Oh? Are you making doggy noises? So yeah, I was just doing YouTube shorts and had the pews out, and that's not all the pews, but there were a few, so I figure I'd just do a live stream. And of course, and thanks, cool stuff. Yeah, it's my wife said to me the other day, it's like, oh, how many guns do you have? 30? I'm like, like maybe not 30 of all the same gun. I mean, being that for the most part, the dog makes it look even better. Sunshine, what are you doing there? The problem is she gets hair everywhere. She has one job, and it's to shed. Sunshine, are you stealing my live stream? Are you stealing my live stream? So, wait, I can't touch firearms in a live stream, but can the dog? You know the answer. It's too few. Yeah, these are just numbers. That's right, Stifler. That is right. It's funny, like shed the blood of her enemies. You got to get these numbers up. These are rookie numbers, right? Right? And Ronan. I'm not sure what the other language letters are, but hello, hello. All right, the dog is perching next to, that's the Anderson Manufacturing front line. She walked past the Stag Arms. She walked past the Two Geisley Super Duties. So do we let the dog pick what gun I'm going to shoot today? Is that how it is? Oh, wait. Don't lick anything wrong. Don't lick the wrong parts. Uh-oh, is she going? She's done. She's done with the YouTube thing. You don't know how to jump down because I got the tripod. All right, bye, dog. And yeah, this video is not sponsored by Gideon. Um, it's not sponsored by anyone. So Sunshine is a mutt. She is mostly Chihuahua, and I just found out from a friend of mine. In fact, my friend just lost his dad yesterday, so peace to him and his family, as his dad's gone to a better place. My friend let me know that there is applehead Chihuahuas and deerhead Chihuahuas. So if you see the dog, she looks like a deer when the ears are forward. Sunshine. So she's like Chihuahua, deerhead Chihuahua specifically. Uh, let's see, toy fox terrier, rat terrier, min pin, a couple other things, but yeah, I hate to say it, I'm my father-in-law, my in-laws were part of the South Florida Dachshund Rescue, and they should I throw another gun in here? Or don't look. I'm not handling a gun. I'm not handling a gun. Well, I'm not doing it. We're seeing there's the frag out design AR-15 Anderson. So I got the two Andersons next to each other. My in-laws were part of the South Florida Dachshund Rescue, and I hate to say that they've both passed, and we've inherited their dogs. I did not like Sunshine at their house, and I didn't like Chelsea, and I have them both now, and I love those dogs to death. And I've never had dogs before. We took Chelsea in a couple years back, and Sunshine, very affectionate, very loving dog. She can be a little bit of a handful. Yeah, yeah, I guess I'm not sure about Chihuahuas and stuff, but I don't know what size toy fox terriers and rat terriers are. But as far as the genetics, that's what they said they are. So they let's bring us over closer this way. Yeah, so you got the two Andersons in the frame here. And yeah, I'm rocking, if there's an optic on a gun, it's a Gideon optic, pretty much. I mean, red dot, like, kind of thingy. It's a Gideon in my collection. And of course, in the background there, yes, that's the Safety Harbor 50 BMG. Yes, yes. Yeah, if your collection is not complete unless you have a 50 BMG. Never had dogs. Growing up, was allergic. Now I'm 100% a dog person. Now that's weird. I grew up with cats, and I know if I'm in a house with cats now, I get a little itchy. The dander, I guess, makes me itchy. And who knows what that is in the back there? That the OD one. Do you know what that is? Do you know what that one is? That's one of, so I guess back in the day when I was watching Nuttin' Fancy with Chad Enos, and that was, I loved watching, Nuttin' Fancy and Chad Enos shoot that gun. Is that your cat? So yeah, that's the Keltec RDB. Right? I'm sorry, RFB. It's rifle forward ejecting bullpup. So I don't know the mechanics of how it moves the casings, forward, but the casings actually eject forward next to the barrel. The only other gun that does that is the tactical tuna, the FNFS 2000, which is one of three guns that have a very similar fire control group. Let's see, the Steyr AUG, which we all know I have some number of AUG or AUG family members, the PS90, and of course the FNFS 2000, the tactical tuna. I want an FNFS 2000. They are brutally expensive. Dog's back. Dog's, what are you doing? What are you doing? Where are you going? Where are you going? Is she jumping up? Where is she going to go? Where's she jumping? She's back. Ah, yes. Don't put your butt on my pillow. Don't put your butt on my pillow. No butts on my pillow. Nothing was my inch. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I've met like Eric, Iraq veteran, and Chad, and they're cool people. And like I've thought about all the people I've met, and I wouldn't fanboy. When I say met, it's like shook hands, said hi to. There's a lot of people, a lot of big names I've shaken hands and said hello to. I don't. They're not my friend, that kind of thing. I mean, I do know Eric. Eric knows who I am, but I'm not. We don't even talk once a month, so it's not like we're besties or anything like that. But I think I would get a little fanboy-ish if I met Nothing Fancy. And yes, it's her pillow now. Is that your pillow now? Barton Fink, the one time Rich doesn't want a chocolate left on his. Yes, yes. So that is the Safety Harbor SHTF 50 BMG. So most literally, that 50. Damien, what's up? What's up? Let's take a walk over there. Actually, I don't want to show you. I got some clothes laying out. It just doesn't look proper. Let's see if I go whoop here. Oh no, I'm muzzling you. Yeah, so believe it or not, that is the Safety Harbor 50 BMG. It's the SHTF. And I can't tell you the .com, but you probably could figure out what safetyharbors.com is. Safety Harbor Firearms, dot whatever it is. I mean, Safety Harbor Firearm dot something. Anyhow, so their upper, that's the 29-inch barrel. And when Walt asked me what barrel I want, I said, go big or go home. I said, I want the 50. I mean, the 29-inch 50 BMG. So quite literally, all you have to do is change out the hammer, and you actually, let's see, because it's a bolt action and the bolt going back resets the hammer. I think you take out the sear and you replace the hammer, if I remember correctly. And basically, uh, that that 50 BMG, you see it has the two pins like an AR. It will bolt or whatever. It will go onto an AR-15 upper. So and believe it or not, at one time you could buy the upper and have it sent to your door. Currently, the FAT, I mean, AFT, I mean, ATF says the upper is a firearm. Believe it or not, there's a serial number on the upper and a serial number on the lower. Technically, that 50 BMG is two firearms. And let's see, fitting receivers as we speak. So is Shooting Gallery building the 50 BMGs, the SHTF 50s right now? Is that what he's doing? Upper receivers, I'm assuming. I think I want to go down and just shoot some video when you guys are building 50s, because that's cool. I know Hank did it probably 20 years ago. Hank Strange, that is. And all right, Ronan, we know you're Iranian. And enjoy being Iranian. I'm not Iranian. You could be Iranian. Not there's anything wrong with that. Enjoy being Iranian. Is it accurate? So I really haven't shot it for accuracy. Walt has said, now don't get me wrong, this is basically de-linked machine gun ammo. So it's not, super accurate ammo. And Walt has said, you'll get one MOA with good ammo. Now, just so you know, crap ammo that I have here is $3 a round. So, yeah. But hey, bolt action 50. Let's see, is this a better view? Boop. Moving the tripod around. And yeah, that's a view. Gosh, that looks good. So the 50 BMG, so Drew in Oregon has one of these. I'm not sure where Drew is shot yet, but Zanti says Stiffy, as in Stifler Manufacturing. Wait. Stifler Manufacturing. Are there Stiffy shirts? You need a Stiffy shirt. That's what you need. Hornady. All right, so Hornady 50 BMG is $10 a round. Is that what you're saying? It's $5 a pull at the slot machine. Yeah, but I don't play slots either. Sunshine, put the ears forward so you look cute. I'm wondering. No spike? Sorry, I'm not sure what that means. Shirts are in progress. We're talking with some manufacturers. Well, you can always get Fat Tack to do shirts for you. So Josh Courtney, Black Diamond Guns and Gear, with Fat Tack is doing shirts. In fact, I gotta like get going on that. I've got a couple of things. Actually, I got patches. Dude, I gotta pay him for patches. So yeah, boy. Oh, that is a great look. I just like looking at that 50. So all right. So this 50 BMG here. If you get the 50 from Walt at Safety Harbor Firearms, don't go cheap. Get the bipod. That is the bipod to have. It is so good. It is so good. So I believe that's a pick mount on the bottom. And there's a pin. You can pull the pin and you can remove the bipod. It is definitely the bipod you want for that. Let's see. What name does he go by? I'm trying to think. I don't want to dox somebody their real name, but he gave me the buttstock for the gun. So and that's an Arkin optic. So Arkin sent me out this optic for 50 BMG. Not all optics are 50 BMG rated, so you got to watch out for that. Oh, hold on. I'm gonna. Let's see if I move. Where can I move the camera? Because I want to put something else in frame. Right, if I just turn that way. You haven't seen this one in a while. Let's see what is not. If I put this right here, you won't see it. But I am planning some modifications. That is basically an AR9. That is the ARC 1. And I might be doing something fun with the ARC 1. So that's an AR9, 3D printed upper and lower receiver. And that's a dog. So yeah, the ARC 1 I might be doing something with in the near future, depending on how my mad CAD skills go. And the barrel to the upper interface proprietary. No. Basically, it goes on an AR-15 lower. So yeah, just the pins, and that's it. That is it. Like so. Can I show that to you? What can I do? I have something pokey in my pocket. I got a definition knives. Oh yeah, the finest EDC cutlery ever. Oh, definition knives. Yes, the co-pilot. This is the knife that is carried by myself, and of course Magda Morgan. So Magda Morgan carries this knife. Oh wow! And by the way, I part owner of the company. Is the barrel? Let's see, Stifler. I wish we had known of all of these Florida-based people when we were still. Oh no way! You were a Florida man? Are you telling me you're a native Florida man? What's my favorite pistol? So that's kind of don't get me wrong, it's tough to say outright, "Hey, that's my favorite, that's not my favorite." I'll tell you what I'm most accurate with. I'm most accurate with the Ruger SR45. So, I need to make flipper versions. I'm not sure what you're saying by that. So the Ruger SR45 I'm most accurate with. So let's go right around here. And but as far as like cool guns, let's see. So that the top one is Glock 19 by Frag Out Designs. The one next to it, that's a Marconi slide on, oh gosh, whose frame is that? Why can't I think of it? Fudge. They did they did do, it's a strike. That's it. That's a strike frame. And that is like middle of frame. That's a Shadow Systems DR920. And that is another Strike Industries frame. A Shadow Systems barrel, parts kit, Gideon optic, of course. And that is the Norso Piranha slide. And the video just doesn't do it justice. It is such a good looking slide. It really, really is a pretty gun. And quite literally, I've had these parts kicking around. Let's see. I'm not touching anything. Nobody's asked what's in the evidence box. Do you know what's in the evidence box? Be careful using the S word on YouTube, yeah. Who knows what's in the evidence box? It's not a sleeping dog. You guys know what's in the evidence box? All right. Aiden Tottenham said hi. Tottenham. With a name like Tottenham, I'm thinking you're not from America. Could be, but, it just sounds, more common name in another country. All right. Who knows what's in the evidence box? All right. You get to look at the dog while I open the evidence box. All right. Somebody asked me my favorite gun. My favorite gun for making YouTube videos is the High Point 10 millimeter. Oh, where is my High Point? I have a High Point in a Hightower Armory. Bullpup stock. All right, I'm just looking. Aiden says I am a promise. All right. Damien Christensen. Damien is saying DNA. I'm not sure what he means DNA. Agorizer! Agorizer kids because he cares. All right, so let me see. Where is... If I want... Here it is! Let's see. I found the companion firearm. So I own 2 High Points. Let me just... All right, you can't see. I'll move that here. And I'll move this one next to it. Okay. So, yeah, the High Point 10 millimeter pistol takes the same mag as the High Point carbine. Let's go over there. So there are 2 bullpups in this picture. So, yeah, the Hightower Armory stock for the High Point 10 millimeter carbine is so cool. It is just crazy, crazy cool. And actually takes the same magazine. Now, I wish there was a really, really good extended magazine for these guys. That would be sweet. But so I am a little bit of a bullpup snob, and a bullpup, in my mind, needs to be neutral on the ejection, so either downward or forward, as opposed to out the side port there. And same thing with the AUGs. The control should be ambi, and a good bullpup follows that. So the RDB, RFB, PS90, and the FNFS 2000 are like that. The violators of that, of course, are the Steyr AUG. There's a couple of Bullpups that are not full ambi and ambi as far as ejection. The Desert Tech, their Bullpup, you can quickly change the ejection system from left to right. So that gets honorable mention. Let's see, is that the, yes. All right, so the donut sprinkled magazine is in, you probably can't tell so well, but that is the Geisley Super Duty in Luna Black. It's just really, I totally crapped on Geisley's for a very long time, and Dark convinced me otherwise. Okay, so M. Gabriel, Rich, do you know about the Fat D interaction with, I'm assuming Safety Harbor Firearms, that led to the upper being categorized as firearm? I can never get anyone. I'm pretty sure Walt has talked about it on shows. MLO, send me an AR-15. I'm poor. But if I sent you an AR-15, could I send you a dog instead? How about a dog? Dog instead of an AR-15? If I sent you an AR-15, what would I do? I mean, I only have some number of AR-15s, and then I have one less. Otherwise, I might have to build AR-15s out of all the parts that I have kicking around. All right, Sunshine, you're out. MLO is getting you. MLO put in a bid. Sunshine, you don't care? Do you do something other than sleep? I'm wondering, if I kept a dog up for 16 hours, what would it be like? Yeah, actually, I haven't worked in a year, and my wife might be getting mad at me. I might have to start selling guns. Not that I'm making an offer to sell guns, because that would be wrong. $5 for the pup. Sunshine, $5? $5 for you? Wow, she is out. Look at her. I can't believe you're just chilling. Let's see. Actually, I haven't shot. I forgot. I haven't shot the Steyr arms yet. I haven't shot this Geisley. So is that the? No, that's not a Geisley. Where's the other Geisley? Wait, which one? Is that? No. Yeah. So here's the other Geisley. So that is a 16-inch. That is the Luna Black 14.5 pin and welded. I've shot that. I haven't shot this. There's actually a number of guns I got last year I haven't shot yet. So, and actually, I got to talk to my Fiffle, because he should have some things for me. So where are you guys from? If you're watching, let me know where you're from. What are you guys up to? Are you in a free state or free country? Ah, yes, look at those guys. So for the most part, I almost don't own Glocks. I own a number of Glock clones. And so let's see. From the bottom up, this puppy right here, that is the Strike Industries frame with pretty much everything but the slide shadow systems. And that is the Norso Piranha slide, the next one up right here. That is the Shadow Systems DR920. Again, another Strike Industries frame and Strike Industry parts with a Marconi slide, and beautifully done by them. And of course, way up top there, let's see, let's get you in. That is the Frag Out Designs Glock 19. That is so beautiful. You have no idea. The engraving is so freaking deep. It is not just like a line. It is unbelievably deep. It is crazy. You looking at me? You give me a dirty look? Yeah, boy, I don't remember the guy's name, but he did a live stream like this yesterday. I know people have done live streams like this, so I figure I'd do something like this myself. Agarizer, Missouri, trimming wind, blown branches. Oh, okay. I thought you were saying like Missouri, the place where wind-blown branches are tripped. Stifler's in Arizona. Constitutional carry. Amen, brother. Amen. I'm gonna need a new frame. I got some frames kicking around. So Stifler is going to be sending me out a slide. So that is very generous of him. I totally appreciate it. It's very, very cool. And I will pimp the living F out of it like I pimp other people's pews. And look, I like pimping people in the community. So like Frag Out, Marconi, Gideon, all of those guys, people I know, Safety Harbor Firearms. I own a G47, one OEM G17 frame, build many clones. Yeah. I mean, the first, so my wife had a Glock 43, and I have now, because I couldn't tell you how many times I went out with my wife and we shot other people's SIG P365s. I'm telling her, here's a Glock 43, here's a SIG P365. You probably are going to want the SIG P365. And she shot both. And a couple of times we've been to people's houses where they've had both, and she's checked them out. And she's like, no, I want the Glock. I want the Glock. I bought my wife a Glock 43 at the gun show, and I bought myself a SIG P365. I opened the box with the SIG. She's like, oh, I want that. I'm like, all right. So then I got myself another SIG P365. But yeah, for carry guns, typically if I get one, my wife wants the same one, so I'll get two. So there's a couple of carry guns I have two of. So SIG P365, LCP2, the Canik TP9. So the OG double action, single action Canik TP9 I've got two of. She liked that a lot, so I bought her one of those. And I'm missing chat. So M. Gabriel, Missouri Constitutional Carry, and I'll raise you a Second Amendment Protection Act. Amen, brother. Amen. So Stifler says myself and RDR, Red Dawn Readiness, are going to have complete builds. Yes. Cool. Love it. And thank you very much. I mean, that is so very kind of you. And how do you sleep secure at night with a good watchdog? And a lot of guns. That's how you sleep secure at night. Oh, do I have to plug this phone in? Where is this getting? I don't know how much of a charge. Let's see, can I reach the port? Oh, yes. And inserting the male portion of the charger into the female socket. Yes, I completed that without breaking a sweat. So, all right. What if you were going to say you had a favorite gun that I'm showing you here? What would your favorite gun be? Spicy Roomba keeps you safe. You know what? I have a Roomba clone. I don't know where it went. It's been gone for over a year. I've literally looked under everything. I spent a day crawling around on my hands and knees. And I think my Roomba clone went free range. So let's see. Damien is saying, I carry a G48 clone, SCT frame, aim upper, Gideon Judge. Yes, the Gideon Judge. Yeah, the sprinkle mag is cool. So that's a Men 2A. I got a couple of mags from them. There's the one with Donald Trump with his fist in the air. And M. Gabriel says, I have 3 wind top trees block my driveway in the last 3 months. Dang! So wind toppled, I guess you mean to say. So, yep. So if there was a favorite gun, what would your favorite gun here be? I mean, I gotta say, I'm just really loving the Gisley Luna Black. That is such a great finish and firearm. The controls on it. I love the Super Duty, Ultra Duty controls. Anytime those those kits are sold cheap. I pick one up. Let's see. But again, I got to tell you, the wonderful, wonderful High Point gets so much engagement in YouTube videos. It is totally, totally one of the best because people either love it or hate it, and everybody has an opinion about it. So, do you like the dog? Do I have to do a poll? The the frag out designs AR-15 that was available to shoot and viewed at GOA Goals last year. What do we got right here? We've got the Anderson Frontline. Let's see. That is the it's like Shadow Systems parts, Piranha barrel, or the DR920 Shadow Systems. And don't get me wrong, I'm not flexing on you guys. I'm just saying, hey, I bought all of these guns I've bought on a deal. I've gotten a deal. I wait for the deal and I buy. Don't go crazy buying. I just deal buy. So strike frame, Shadow Systems, DR920, strike frame, and the Marconi slide. I just love Battle Worn. I'm such a, simp for the Battle Worn. Love the Battle Worn. Now, I haven't shot this yet. So this is the Steyr AUG, and it's a real nice gun. It's funny, I'm gonna have to take guns out that I haven't shot and make a point of shooting them. And someday, I may have a range set up at the house, so I don't have to go anywhere. I could just shoot. So let's see, Steyr AUG. Of course, the Gisley Super Duty in Luna Black. That is so nice. That is such a nice gun. And I didn't want to be like a total simp for the Gisley. Let's see, what is this? I think this is a PSA lower. It's 300 blackout quad rail, which predates Keymod, but yeah, that definitely needs a new rail. Of course, we've got the High Point twins, so High Point 10mm pistol, High Point 10mm carbine, and the High Tower 10mm Bullpup chassis. The 16-inch Gisley Super Duty with the Gideon optic. And actually, this used to be like the most expensive firearm I owned for a while. Bought that on a deal, Keltec RFB. And I don't know what brand X optic that is on there, but yeah, probably not the right optic for the gun. I probably need to get something else. And of course, in the background, we've got the Safety Harbor 50 BMG, the SHTF 50, with the Arkin optic. Yeah, that's 50 BMG rated. And Agri says Steyr AUG is more my price point. I hear you. I hear you. M. Gabriel, does Steyr AUG still even exist? Yes, they did and they didn't. So they're back again. So yeah, Steyr AUG is back. They're back, baby. So what guns do you guys have? What guns are in your collection? What guns are you carrying? And what guns on your wish list? And would you carry a dog instead of a gun? Dog instead of gun? What do you say? Right, I'm getting a little OCD here. I'm gonna change it up a little bit. You can look at the dog for a moment. I'm gonna, let's see, that's clearly out of frame. I'm gonna move this here, because I don't want to violate any YouTube terms of service. I am going to move this random 300 blackout. I'm going to put the two Gisleys next to each other. And let's... make sure my bullpups aren't lonely. Whoa, oh boy, wow. Okay, so what we have here, oh yeah, the Stormtrooper NATO AUG. Now, why is that different? Well, the Malaysian AUG that I 3D printed the receiver for, the Malaysian AUG takes the waffle mag, which is 5.56, but not a Stenag magazine. So yes, the Donut Sprinkles magazine will fit in the white AUG, the Stormtrooper AUG. And of course, illumination is provided by Goon Beam, the only beam. Laser Dog? Let's see. So wait, M. Gabriel. So if Safety Harbor Firearms bolt action upper is a firearm, how are Bear Creek Arsenal? Dude, all that. You are right. So how are Bear Creek uppers not the bolt action uppers? I fully 100% agree with you. Is the Fat D just trying to repress 50B? Probably. Probably. And besides the Stifler clones, we have some Rogers Glocks, some PSAs, some old stuff. Lee Enfield, Springfield, Mosin. Oh, wait. Hold on. What do you see in the corner there? I got two of my Mosin Nagants. One is a hex receiver. Let's see. Nice. Just throw that down there. You can look at the Bullpups. And let's see, if I put the battery down here, yeah, I'm not touching anything. Is this? Yes. This is the hex receiver. You guys are looking at Bullpups, and if I lay this right here, you won't see it. Let's see, what year? It's not quite 100 years old yet, so yeah, Mosin Nagant. Dog friendly. Hex receiver. See the hex receiver? Uh-oh. My purchase slipped. Yes, the hex receiver. Bolt is in my safe. And all the other parts. I have like numbers matching all the parts. And let me lock this in. And I will move that. I can't touch that because you still see the B-roll, the barrel. And yes, because you can't touch guns in YouTube videos. Ah, yes. So I have some quantity of actually the green Malaysian AUG. Formerly was full auto. It's now been neutered. Kind of sad. Ruger, dang autocorrect. Yes. Goon Beam. Is Goon Beam in the chat? Goon Beam. So yeah, we are featuring what? The Goon Beam. The beams of Goon. The preferred illumination of Flying Rich Firearms. That is right. So we got the Goon Beam on the AUG, the white NATO Stormtrooper AUG. Glad you joined us, Mr. Beam. Let's see that pistol case. All right, so that over there. Yeah, I only have a few guns left in it. Your Mosin is a 42. Oh yeah, cool. Yeah, my the hex receiver is going to be 100 years old, and is it 28? I think. Enfield is 1916. How cool! That is so cool. We should go out and have like a 100-year gun shoot with all of Walter Keller's guns, right, dog? What are you doing, dog? So let's get up close and personal. Oh, I love the AUGs. So, all right, the casing deflector. I 3D printed a casing deflector because as a lefty, the shells eject into your upper lip. So yeah, you can't shoot a Steyr AUG as a lefty. Now with the casing deflector, basically the rounds eject from the area of your left cheek and then go forward. They hit the nub. It's just like a nub like on an AR-15. Do I have it here? I actually think the casing deflector is in my nightstand drawer next to a holster. And I don't use that. I'm really sure I got the casing deflector here. Huh. Not here, not here. Oh well. Thought it was here. I don't know if I've mentioned this in the last like 10 minutes or so, but wow, look at that. Definition Knives Copilot. I gotta polish that blade. The pool chemicals finally have gotten to it. And I don't know if you can see. Can you see outside? Let's rotate you up. Can we see? Up, up, up. Barely see the pool. Which, for the most part, is not green. So that's impressive. Did I go like one level of zoom? Oh, all right. I wanted to go wide. So do I have to do a poll? All right. So can I set up a poll right now? If I go back to content, I got my Chromebook out. See, I got the Chromebookie. If I go to live, make sure I'm on mute. I'm on mute. Okay. And if I click, ooh, I have limited. Dang, they're limiting my monetization. Edit description, edit title and description. Where do I create a poll? Monetization. Can I click here? No, no, no. What's that button? Flip, mute, hide, retouch, green screen, highlight, create. Yep, nope, that's not it. So if I create a poll on a video, if I click here, what happens? Channel activity, add moderator, put hide from channel. No. Huh. I don't know how to do a poll. If I click here, hold on, if I click here, click here, click here. Let's see, moderation, pop out, feedback, create a poll. Yes. Ask a question. That's what we're here to do. Rifle, R-I-F-L-E, or Bullpup. An option. An option. Start poll. All right, we're starting a poll. Oh no, it's not yes, no, it's rifle or bullpup. I'm gonna end the poll. Hold on. We're gonna do this over again. Create a poll. I don't know how to remove an option. Oh, that's it. All right, we got a poll going. So rifle or bullpup? What do you like? Rifle or bullpup? You get to vote. And that does not count as a bullpup. That's just a pup. So bullpup, like the Kel-Tec RDB, like the Steyr AUG, like the Hightower Armory chassis for the, I was going to say Kel-Tec, for the High Point 10 milli. So far, rifles 100%, 3 votes. We have the Gisley, the first Gisley here with the is that kind of clear mag, semi-transparent mag. That is a 16-inch. The one next to it is the Luna Black 14.5 pinned and welded. So far, no one has chosen a bullpup. We got the Steyr AUG. We have the Andersons on the end. The last two are the Andersons, Anderson Frontline, Anderson by Frag Out Designs. So no bullpups. Godfather, what's up? What's up? So I saw Godfather on a chat yesterday on a live stream where the guy was just showing guns like this. And I figured, what the heck, since I'm doing YouTube shorts and the guns are out, I would just do the same thing. So far, nobody has voted for bullpups. Now, do you just hate bullpups? You've tried them, don't like them, you had one, sold it. Bullpups too expensive. Why don't you guys like bullpups? What's the scoop with that? And thank you, Godfather saying, nice collection. So yeah, here are my not Glocks. Not a Glock in the group here. I got Strike Industry frames on 2 of them. So the first one, the closest one, and the third one away from you. The middle one is a Shadow Systems DR920. And the last, oh wait, that is a Glock. I got that wrong. That is the Frag Out Designs G19. That is a Glock. So you have no idea how good that looks. That is a sweet gun. Of course, yes. We got the bullpups. Nobody has selected a bullpup. Of course, we got the 2 Gisleys. Minimal experience bullpups, mostly used rifles and carbines. Yep. And of course, we got the Safety Harbor 50 BMG and the dog that sleeps almost all day. What's the rifle in the very back? You mean the Safety Harbor 50 BMG? That's what it is. It is. Let's see if I can walk around here. Yes. Safety Harbor 50 BMG with the Arkin optics. That's 50 BMG rated. Or do you mean the 100% totally 3D printed Arc 1 9mm? Basically, that is an AR9. So upper and lower receiver, rail, all of that, buffer is all 3D printed. So the operating parts are all, standard AR9, if there is a standard. So AR9 barrel, AR9 bolt carrier, AR9, mag release, AR-15 fire control group. Yeah, so Invader Zip did this. I had an idea to remix something on this. So I may be doing a little remixaroo. I've been figuring the CAD on how to CAD it up. And yes, I made a stencil to draw Keymod onto the rail. That's MLOC as a joke. But yeah, I don't know why the wonderful Frag Out is a cool dude. I don't know why, like, Hollywood hasn't picked up his guns as like the new Space Gat, because that totally is Space Gat worthy, don't you think? What do you think, dog? I thought I saw eyes. Are the eyes? No, eyes are not open. The dog be chilling. Frag out is a pimp. That is totally correct. We are still 100% rifle, 0% bullpup. I'm a little shocked. I'm kind of surprised not one person. And I'm not trying to make you pick bullpup. I just figured there'd be more bullpup people out there, but I guess manufacturing numbers don't lie. We should know. People typically buy rifles. Oh, oh, oh. Did we get a bullpup vote? We now have a bullpup vote. Jova Q! Oh, you bullpupped us. So yeah, I'm just kind of chilling. I figure, hey, the tactical turkeys aren't doing lives anymore. I would do a live. So Jova, in case you don't know, that is a fully 3D printed AR9. Now, the barrel, the bolt carrier group, AR9 bolt carrier, buffer spring, and fire control group are all metal. Everything else is PLA plastic. There's actually tension rods. So just like rebar and concrete, PLA has, any of the 3D printed materials has nearly no tensile strength as compressive strength, yes, but tensile strength, no. So, crying, no turkey. Yes, yes, no turkey live streams. So, who went down the road there? I live on a corner, so in, oh, a FedEx truck. Okay. So, yeah, the Invader Zip design of the Arc is very, very cool. And I think I printed that on an Ender 3. So I did all of my arcs pre bamboo. So yeah, yeah, love Invader Zip's designs. He is a brainiac, big brain. Tim Hoffman, I gotta say, the brainiac that Tim Hoffman is to come up with a two moving piece. If I say FRT, is that like, I'm not trying to say it's an FRT, it's smarter, better, whatever. The super safety. Yeah. So the print, the AR9, the Arc One, bunch of pieces. So there's the main upper, main lower. The handguard section is three. Is it more than three pieces? It's three pieces. The hand grip and the brace portion is another piece, and the buffer tube is another piece. And then there's smaller parts, so the mag release, the charging handle. So there's a number of pieces. So yeah, it's not like printing a G17, G19 frame. You get a bunch of pieces to print. So, and it's like crazy remixable. So there are, thousands of combinations. So if you go to the odd C, did I say odd C? You can find Invader Zip on the odd C, where a lot of these things, so odd, I can't say it. Boy, what's wrong with me? On the odd C, you can find a lot of cool things to print. And if you look up Invader Zip, Arc 1, Arc 2, the Arc 1 is a little more hard to do because, hold on, you on here? Because there's no bolt lockup. Because just like a Glock or any 9mm pistol, or most, I should say, 9mm pistols, the bolt does not lock up in the barrel. So when there is no bolt barrel lockup, all of the forces are contained in the upper receiver. So on an AR-15, people go crazy over billet, this, that, upper receiver. And don't get me wrong, stronger is always better. But the reality of it is that when an AR-15 fires, there's bolt lockup into the barrel extension, and that forms a unit. So all of the forces are taken up there. Whereas an AR-9, the strength of your receiver is more important because there is no bolt lockup in the barrel extension, like on an AR-15. So did I beat that subject to death completely? All right, so let's see. Let's look at, oh yes, the Safety Harbor SHTF 50 BMG with the 29-inch barrel. Oh yeah, and those ports work. That brake totally works. I'm not saying, it's a puppy to shoot, but I've shot these standing up. The brake is highly effective. Now what Walt needs is to have this work with the Fostech 20-round drum and have, like, Dust from the Tactical Turkeys do a 20-round mag dump from it. That's what he needs. I don't know if Dust needs to hit that challenge. I don't know what he's waiting for. So we are still all votes for rifle, one vote for Bullpup. And in case you're wondering, there's more guns over there, but don't look over there. I often joke about gun tubers because they're showing off their guns on the bed, and I kind of make fun of that because it's like, oh, you're in your mommy's house, and you have to hide your guns in your bedroom and show your guns on your bed. But here I am, me and the dog. It's just me and the dog hanging out here. So this is where we gun guys like me, Crump, Dark, and more gun people I haven't named yet, probably most of you, kind of laugh when they say, and they had an armory, an arsenal of firearms. It's like, they show like four rifles and a pistol and a box of ammo, and they call it an armory, an arsenal. And where is the, like, monkey puppet? Boy, that sounds weird. Where he's walking, like, with the side eye and then looking forward. And it's like, yeah, nothing to see here. Nothing to see here. I gotta say, Walter does a wonderful job on this 50 BMG. This is totally, it is like the cheapest 50 BMG to own. I got a short on this channel about, hey, how much this costs, I forget. And I give you, like, case, bipod, optic, cleaning kit, all of that. So China doesn't know about ARCs. I'm not sure what that means. ARCS. So this is an ARC, as in ARK. Is that the Invader Zip ARC? Is that what you're referring to? And Damien is saying, hey, what's up, Jova Q? Jova, the man. Jova knows his stuff, man. It's so cool there are so many very knowledgeable people in the community, and Jova is one of them. Very, very neat guy, very intelligent, knowledgeable about firearms, weapons, tactics. And Damien has very, very cool movie gun replicas that are functional. We had him on John Crump Live, I think, a while back. It's probably time to get him back in. Oh, did we have another vote for Bullpups? So when you say China doesn't know about ARCs, I'm not sure what that means. China doesn't know, meaning they're not building them? You can't get them on Etsy or Temu? Is that what you're saying? Pimpin' Damien's collection. So he just says thanks. So yeah, of course, man, of course. Yeah, he's got cool gats. I don't know if you guys know that, but I think it was John Crump Live we had Damien on, and he was showing off some of his movie gun replicas that are 100% functional. Very cool stuff. I think that was before I had any of the frag out designs. I might have been 3D printing. Well, yeah, I was 3D printing guns at that time. But yes, it was DLD. So yeah, go back in the archives, take a look. I don't know if it was way back sometime. Hopefully the show's still up. Hopefully YouTube didn't pull the show down. 2 years ago. Yeah, yeah. It's been a long time. We should have you back on. That was cool. I wonder what Dark's doing tonight. What are you doing, dog? Dog is just sleeping. Sleeps good knowing what's around. Doggo be sleeping good. She says, I'm protected. I know I'm safe. What do we have here? All right, that's an Adams Arms piston-driven AR out of frame. It just looks like another AR-15, so I'm not even going to drop that in there because it's nothing. I saved it on my channel, Damien playlist. Cool, cool. Yeah, so Arkin sent me out the mount and the optic for that. Great company for this type of platform. Very few companies have something that handles a 50 BMG. So Arkin is one of them. Gideon, their LPVOs, they say will handle a 50 BMG. In fact, Bob over at Gideon is like, yeah, run it on the 50 BMG. Tell me what happens. I'm like, I might just do that. And he said, well, we'll replace it. If it breaks, we'll replace it. I saw somebody going ham yesterday. So if you look at IG, it was Gideon Optics feed, and he was pounding concrete, pounding bricks, pounding wood with I forget which red dot it was, and you see concrete chipping away and like this paver chipping away, and I think the dot shifted. He's like, all right, tomorrow we're gonna try and fix this. He's like, tune in for that. So that was kind of cool. So I'm not sure if we basically have 2 votes for Bullpups and 1 vote, I mean the rest of the votes for rifles. So that's where you guys are. Let's go walk over to the other side of the room. Avoiding tripping over the gun case. Let's start out at the Bullpup side. And the Keltec RFB. Not the RDB, RFB. So it ejects next to the barrel, which is cool. Uh-oh. Are you up? Did I wake you? Did I wake you from your sleep? Did I disturb you? What's going on, dog? Don't leave any chocolates on my pillow. And all right, so the bullpup at the top of the frame, that is actually a high point carbine, 10 millimeter. So yeah, the 50 BMG rounds are only like $3 a piece, which is pretty much the same as like 8.6 blackout ammo. So Chip Senpai. Senpai? I guess I'm saying that right. I don't know. So okay, the top bull puppy, let's see, right there and there, those are the high points. So high point 10 millimeter carbine, high point 10 millimeter pistol. We've got the Keltec RFB right here. We have a Malaysian AUG, formerly full auto, now neutered. So sad. We have the Stormtrooper NATO AUG, semi-automatic only, but it takes NATO mags, Stenag mags. And then we have two Gislays. We've got the 16-inch, so full length barrel, and that one has a Gideon optic mediator on it. And then below it, we have a 14.5 Super Duty Luna Black. That Luna Black is so nice. Yeah, yeah, I love them AUGs. Those AUGs are cool. I have, if I told you how many of these AUGs I have, you might think I'm crazy. But I have a number of Malaysian AUGs because deals. I have, of course, the Stormtrooper AUG. And I have a Microtech MSAR, which is an AUG clone, which is kind of a cool story. Oh, the case is like the other side of the bed there. Yeah, so it's black. Very cool, very cool. We got the Steyr arms. And we got a dog. Let's take a look at pistols. And yes, we are looking at, on the bottom here, right here, Strike Industries lower, Shadow Systems, pretty much everything else. Norso Piranha Slide. This guy, Shadow Systems DR 920. This guy, Strike Industries lower, and that is the upper receiver. I mean, the slide on that is a Marconi Armory, just beautifully done. And the top one is actually G17. Did I say G19 earlier? G17 by Frag Out Design. So it actually is a Glock. It started life as 100% Glock, not a Glock clone. What do we got here? We got the Anderson family. So Mr. and Mrs. Anderson. Anderson Frontline 16-inch. Go big or go home. And then we've got the Frag Out Designs. Frag Out Enhanced Design. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. AR-15. Just sweet looking. Holy cow. That's not a fart. The cable was running on the side of my laptop. That wasn't gas. And of course, we got the dog sleeping on my pillow, hamming it up. Yo, dog, what's up? All right, so just about 3/4 of you like rifles and not bullpups. You're rifles and not bullpups people, it seems like. All right, so what are you guys carrying out there? If you're carrying, what are you carrying? When you carry a gun, what you got? Just curious. CZ75B compact. Nice, nice, nice. because people ask me what my favorite gun is, and the frag out. I've got a frag out 1911. It's in the case on the floor here, and I've got that frag out G17 right there, which is really cool. But I'm most accurate with the Ruger SR45, so 45 ACP. Very accurate with that gun. Mitten State Media, what's up? Mr. Mitten State Media, how are you today, sir? And I'd appreciate, guys, if you give me a thumbs up. If you're new, which most of you guys are not, if you subscribe, I appreciate that. That all helps. Stifler, depends on the day, the weather, the activity. A Stifler clone, usually a Helot or a Zoom. Otherwise, G19 Ruger SR9E. I know what the SR9 is. I know what, I don't know what the E is. Or an old 357 revolver, OG style. Nice, nice. So Mitten State Media is doing well today. How's it going for you? Good, good, good. I got new tires on the Rexus because we had Florida has rain. When it has rain, it's like a fire hose per square foot of water coming down. So I'm driving on the highway, and local road, not highway, but highway-ish, and 2 lanes in either direction. And somebody kind of cut me off, and I hit the brakes. Now, it wasn't like lock them up, somebody cut me off situation. But it was like, hey, hit the brakes. So somebody got in front of me. You need to give them some room. It wasn't, don't get me wrong, it wasn't close. It was abrupt and maybe not as kind, more in the rude spectrum of getting in front of somebody. The car started hydroplaning. It stayed straight. The stability control, traction control, all that bit did all of the work it could with what little tread I had. I'm like, all right, I'm out. Now, the stupid Lexus takes 20-inch tires, which means they can be brutally expensive, and the tire for the car is V-rated, which means more expensive. Now, V-rating means it goes 150 miles an hour. Reportedly, the Lexus only goes 124-ish. I do not know that as a fact. So, Chip Senpai, I hope I'm saying his name right. Very nice. My next pickup will be an HK USP compact in 40, one of my grails. Nice, nice. HP makes, I'm sorry, HK. Did I say HP? HK. HK makes nice guns. I have a VP9, really like it. The SR9E is the SR9 are virtually the same, though the E doesn't have the chamber indicator and some less machine. Oh, okay. The E for efficient or economy. Okay, got it. Know what you're talking about. Because I have an SR9 and an SR45. Really like both of them. And M. Gabriel, you have a good day. Good rest of your afternoon. So yeah, I just figured I would come out, show some guns. I saw somebody doing this yesterday. I've seen people do this in the past. And he's just shouting people out and showing guns, and I figure I'd do the same thing. And I'm not trying to shame anyone, don't get me wrong. When there was a sale and I had money, I picked some cool stuff up, and so this is some of the cool stuff. Stifler has the SR45. Kind of disappointed I never got the SR22 or SR1911. I hear you. Yeah, the SR45, I don't know what it is about it. It's got to be like muscle memory and stuff like that. I just shoot the SR45 so much better. So we have 75% of the peeps saying rifle, 25% of the people voting say bullpup. So I definitely appreciate you guys clicking the thumbs up. It doesn't cost you any money to do that. So if you click a thumbs up, you make the algorithm happy, and in turn making me happy. What do you think, dog? dog's still there. What are you doing, dog? Oh, she opened her eyes. What are you doing, Sunshine? What are you doing? The Dogs of War. Should that be the title? Yeah, the Ruger, don't get me wrong, something like the Glock, a lot of other guns have easier takedowns. The Ruger SR45, SR9 series, the SR series doesn't have as easy a takedown system as other firearms, but you know, still works. Kurt 24, what's up? What's up? My neighbor, my homie. Well, really not my neighbor, my homie, but you know. Kurt, you just get off of work. Kurt barely sleeps and works crazy hours. So totally appreciate it. And Mitten State Media's got to get back to doing things around the house. I hear you. I hear you. Yeah, we're going to be doing a show, or we're projected to do a show at 5 p.m. John Crump Live on the Green site. You know, rhymes with humble. Yeah, what is sleep? Yeah, Stifler runs CNC machining, so he's got to make sure the tools are sharp. And Gunslinger, how's it going, man? Hope everyone is doing well. Amen, brother. Amen. And Gabriel, cry havoc and let sleep the dogs of war. That must be a quote from somewhere that I am not familiar with. And Kurt is on midnights now, just woke up. I hear you, buddy. I hear you. My dad used to work midnights. What are you doing, dog? What are you doing, dog? Mr. BSer, what's up? What's up? Let's show you some guns. Let's show you the 50 BMG. Amen. That is the Safety Harbor SHTF 50 with the 29-inch barrel and the Arkin optic on it. That's right. And of course, we got Bullpups. We got the High Point. So High Point in 10 milli in the High Tower Armory Bullpup chassis. And we got the High Point 10 mil Yeet cannon. We've got the Keltec RFB. That's 308 Bullpup. Go big or go home, man. Unlike the puny, tiny 5.56 Bullpups that are Steyr AUGs. Of course, we got the Stormtrooper AUG, and we've got the Malaysian, formerly military machine gun with 3-round burst that will never, ever shoot full auto at 3-round burst again. We've got the Gisley twins. That's right. We've got the full 16-inch Gisley Super Duty. And then we have the Luna Black 14.5 pin and welded. Rocking the Donut Sprinkle Mag from Amend 2A. We got the Stag Arms. We've got a Glock and Glock clones. And of course the G17 by Fregat Designs up top. And in not one in from the edge of the bed is a Shadow Systems DR920. And at the end of the bed there, just below the doggy, is the Anderson family. So Anderson Frontline and Frag Out Design Anderson. And yeah, you want to talk about affordable 50 BMG? If there was such a thing, that's it. That is the, I can't focus on it. All right. That's about it. Dog's moving. Dog's on the move. Is it repositioning? Yeah. Is that better? That's better. What you doing, dog? Look at that. 14 people watching, 13 thumbs up. Thank you for the thumbs up. And we are still voting. We're 80-20, so 80% people are rifle people, like these guys. And 20% of the people are bullpup people, like these guys right here. So cool. Thank you for the thumbs up, people. I appreciate that. So let's see. I'm not sure if you guys are hearing me from the microphone on my phone or the microphone on my Beats that's in my ear. I'm not sure where the audio is from. It's the audio is definitely not from the dog. What are you doing, dog? What you doing? Oh, let's take a walk around. We haven't done that in like 10 minutes, and we will walk around. And just, of course, we got to show the Invader Zip. ARC 1.0 AR9. That is right. That is basically an AR9 takes Glock mags. And a better look at the Fitty. Fitty BMG. That's right, I called it the Fitty. Yes. With the Arcan optics. Ooh, and I 3D printed that scope cap. I'd give it a flip up, but then YouTube would, just end the stream. The AI watching would end the stream. And that wouldn't be nice. And it would take the stream down. Might do a Q&A live later. Probably need more caffeine, though. Oh, cool. Like, Stifler, are you going to be doing that on YouTube, or are you going to be doing it on Instagram? Where are you going to be doing the Q&A? I love looking at CNC machines work. For a while, I used to have my 3D printers out of my office because I would spend too much time looking at them. So, yeah, I used to keep them out of the office. Oh, gosh, I just thought about, I got to put all these guns away. I better get a thumbs up for having all these guns out. I don't know if Dust did a video on the Arcan scope that I have here. YouTube probably need to work on getting set up for Rumble. I hear you. Yeah, Rumble is a bit easier because there's less restrictions. Legit, last time I got a strike on YouTube for something dumb, I just went on Rumble, went in the backyard, and did a mag dump live. So yeah, Rumble lets you do some things better, which is nice. And I don't know why this stream is not safe for all advertisers. So, yep. So I'm going to run a full 90 minutes, which means less than 2 minutes left in the stream. So if there's any questions you guys have, any things you want to say, or I'm going to end the poll right now, and boop. We ended the poll. So 80% of the people say rifle, 20% of the people say bullpup, and dog was not an option. Why did this come up? I don't know what that is. Oh, do I have to click end poll more than once? Is that an end poll, end poll, end poll? All right, go away. It's just hanging on the screen. Do I have to like do something to get rid of end poll? Okay. Oh, did it? Yeah, all right. So I guess each time I hit it, it dropped like a comment, which is kind of annoying. Yeah, I'd have to ask Dust what he thought, if that's the same scope. So that is the Arcan. Which one is it? Let's hearken upon the Arcan. That is the SH4 Gen 3. I would touch it, but YouTube would not appreciate that. And when I say touch it, I mean touch a gun. That's what I mean. By saying YouTube wouldn't be appreciating it. So I'm not going to do that. All right, this is no fun. I just thought I got to clean up. I'm not good. Ask my wife. I'm not good about cleaning up. But okay, I'm going to do it. Alrighty, guys. Hey, thanks for joining in. We're going to be doing John Crump live in like an hour and 45 minutes. I'm going to have a good day cleaning up my mess that I made to entertain you people. And yes, I am intentionally guilting you people. So if you like, subscribe, share. Doesn't cost you anything. I'd appreciate that. That would be nice. You guys have a good day.